guys, mabuhay and welcome to our YouTube channel, Planting with F and Grace. Another day, another plant to learn and discuss. Ito na naman ang inyong hardinerong kapitbahay na nagsasabing, tara, kwentuhan tayo.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi guys! Welcome back! This is Ephraim and you're watching Planting with F and Grace. Nature is full of beautiful and interesting plants with their unique characteristics. Each plant has its own nature and importance in the ecosystem. Unfortunately, they become the target of poachers in the wild because of its high demand in the market. That's why the DNR reminded the public not to buy from poachers. According to the Republic Act 9147, or the Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act, the collection of wild flora directly from the forest, especially those considered as threatened species, without permit is prohibited. Today, I came across one plant that is covered by this law, and luckily, it is grown and reared in one of the gardens whom I visited. This plant is called Alocasia Zebrina. This is also known as the Alocasia Zebrina tiger elephant's ear, Zebra Alocasia, and zebra plants. This particular plant is native to the Philippines and to some other Southeast Asian countries. As you can see, Alocasia Zebrina is one of such beautiful tropical perennial plants with big, dark green, heart-shaped leaves. Okay? The glossy green leaves are supported upright by the long and thin stems with distinct zebra-like patterns of yellow and black color. But as for the meantime, this particular plant is a juvenile one. Sabihin, masyado siyang bata. That's why the markings is not so clear. Pero as it matures, definitely, you will be able to see the zebra-like patterns. By the way, the word zebrina is actually, it means primarily zebra from the markings itself, from this particular plant. So, these plants are indoor exotic plants. The size of this plant is medium and decent enough to be easily kept in-house. The mature plant reaches up to height of 18 to 40 centimeters. So, ganito siya kalaki. And the leaves may vary from species around 6 to 10 centimeters. So, as you can see, this plant is quite small pa. Okay? Maliit pa siya. And, of course, if this particular plant is so small, siguro hindi naman natin kailangan ng mas malaking pot. That's the reason why I choose a pot. Yan. So, meron akong pot dito. And I choose this pot for being classic and maganda yung kanyang pagkakagawa. It is actually a plastic pot that I recovered from one of the plants. Now also, I think we can replant this particular plant in this pot. So the most important thing here is you have to look primarily na dapat ay available ang kanyang drainage hole. That's why meron tayo tatlong drainage hole, open na open, wala tayong clogging. So, in order for us to be sure na hindi mag-loose or matanggal or ma-wash away yung mga soil through that hole, kailangan natin lagyan ng some of yung kanyang cover. This is actually nabasag to na mga porcelain or yung mga clay pots. So, I think we could replant this one. So, soil mix, by the way, before I forget, as you can see, this particular, where I bought this one, there's a mixture of this humus type of soil with some granules of charcoal. So siguro, this particular plant loves the porosity at saka yung loose nung kanyang soil. Okay. So we just mimic, ginaya lang natin ng konti yung kanyang structures. So I am using now this particular type of soil loosely. Tapos naghalo ako dito I mixed some of the organic fertilizer here. So there are some organic fertilizer available in the market. So sana you're not going to use some of those fertilizer that are synthetic. So may mga bat guano, we could use that one. Also yung mga birds manure katulad ng mga nasa manok. So you could use that one primarily. And syempre yung manure ng baka, so you could use that also. And I think they will work dito sa ating plant na to. Because naturally, this plant is actually efficient in terms of that, in terms of consuming the nutrients. So let's check kung kamusta naman yung kanyang root system. So I have this one. Okay. So as you can see, medyo loose nga yung kanyang soil. And more or less, maganda pa siya. So siguro to, in the greenery, medyo kalilipat-lipat lang siya ng konti. Or siguro mga ilang linggo or months. So I think we have to put this one already bago matanggal yung kanyang pagka-loose. Okay, yung sinasabi ko. Okay. So, anyway, okay lang naman yun. So, sabi ko sa iyo, medyo loose yung kanyang soil and I think yun yung kanyang gustong environment ng ating soil, ng ating plants. So, we're going to put some of the soil here. Okay. So, yung kanyang roots primarily maganda naman yung kanyang roots kasi hindi naman siya natanggal. And I think nag-start na siya maging stable from that particular sa kanyang hold. Ang naging dilemma lang natin dito is loose talaga yung soil na inilagay ng ating gardener or yung ating nag-aalaga dito. So what we're going to do is hindi natin tatanggalin yung soil na to and make it more available for that particular or for this Alocasia Zebrina. Okay? Okay, light. So let's talk about the light for this one. So the soil, the soil primarily is rich, organic matter, and fast drain type of soil, as you can see. In terms of the light, this particular plant thrives best in lit environment. So mainly, they are considering yung bright light condition. So hindi sila pwede sa direct sunlight kasi definitely it will damage the leaves of this particular plant. So in terms of the watering, as you can see, hindi natin kailangan siyang i-overwater or daily natin siyang i-overwater. The most important thing that you have to look into, you have to see that the soil is properly moistened. Okay, so importante na mabasa-basa yung kanyang soil. And that is actually a good approach in order for us to really manage this particular plant. Okay, so another thing is temperature. This plant, since it is actually found in some in shaded areas, it could keep up to 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. Humidity, so this one, medyo kailangan niya ng mataas na humidity. So, in terms of fertilizer, if you want to really put some fertilizer on this one, so maganda siyang ilagay if you're going to put that during the growth stage of this plant. And fertilizer, slow-release fertilizer could be used once a month, okay, during the growing season, okay? Now, care tips. So, this particular plant, more or less, dumadaan din siya sa process of dormancy. So, nagkakaroon siya ng dormancy stage, whereas the leaves will get dry, tapos nagpipade yung kanyang color. Well, that is just natural. Do not panic pag ganun ang nangyayari sa ating Alocasia Zebrina. We just have to water it less, so until such time na medyo moist lang yung ating soil. Okay? Huwag natin i-overwater. Okay? Kasi nga, mabubulok yung kanyang pinaka-roots. Okay? So, in terms of the production of this one, or the propagation of this one, kailangan natin, or this is actually done by yung division ng kanyang rhizomes. Okay? Toxicity. This plant, again, is quite harmful sa ating mga animals, as well as to our children. Pag ito ay kinagat, kinain, or something like that. So, you have to keep this out from the reach of your children. And also from your pets, I mean. So, this can cause also skin and eye irritants. So, I think this plant, medyo lagyan natin ng konti doon sa unahan. So, actually, I just add up some of the organic fertilizer here para hindi naman siya magkaroon siya ng additional nourishments. So I think guys, this is good for our collections, for our garden, and you're watching Planting with Efren Grace. Please watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you may add to your list and visit our FB page, si Maria Gracia at ang Lihim na Haptin. So see you next time, and goodbye.